Hey y'all, welcome back to MovementLink. So we talk about bracing all the time, so I just want to spend a few minutes to talk about why bracing is important for running and why on a couple levels, how it's going to help you on a couple levels just get to that next level of running instead of level like 1,000 times there. All right, hang in there with me. So let's first go over bracing. In the MovementLink method, we just focus on posture, the squat, the push-up, and the jump. So the posture part of this is going to be drawing your lower abs in or drawing your belly button into your spine, holding a Kegel, squeezing your butt cheeks together. I've got my feet flat on the floor and I'm creating external torque out. My rib cage is down and I'm going to stand tall. And I'm going to get my shoulders in their sockets and I'm going to create external rotation and balance my head. So this is our posture position. So the reason this is important is because if I'm overextended or if I'm rounded, my lungs, and I just don't have the same lung capacity to get air in as I would if I'm in this big position where everything can move in 3 dimensions, all around 360, whatever you want to call it. So first and foremost, if I spend the little bit extra muscle energy it takes to get tight when I'm running, not only is that going to help develop your core, something that everybody's always asking us for, but that little bit extra muscle energy over time turns into really not a lot of energy because you develop the muscles there to do it pretty naturally. But it opens you up where you can get almost 20% or more oxygen in. And when we're talking about cardio and running and things like that, getting that extra oxygen in is a game changer for people. So that's reason number one. Reason number two is that if I'm in this overextended position, now I'm using the wrong core muscles. And usually it's using nothing to brace, but as soon as I use the wrong core muscles to brace, when I start to make a move, different muscles are going to get loaded and pulled on differently. So if I'm nice and tight, I've got my lower abs to assist in everything going on. But as soon as I break here, it's going to overload the hip flexor and overload the quad. So a very common thing that we hear from people about running is they always ask us for hip flexor stretches. And so something to consider is it's maybe not a problem with your hip flexor, but if we are overextended and we're overloading that hip flexor every single time we go to pick up our leg, maybe we're wearing out a muscle and overusing a muscle that shouldn't be used that much. So if we're bracing the right way, we're going to help control and use our whole body a little more efficiently. All right, talk to y'all soon.